Puff had got into it, um, and it literally was a moment of confrontation because Drake was like, I have to come to the show, where Jay-Z had to stand in between Drake and Puff. But Puff is coming to the show, Drake is coming to the show. People are like, I am coming to see Yeezy season 1. Then it got 4 times the views um, of the Chanel fashion show, which was the highest viewed fashion show at that time. It was like the culmination. It showed there was a new power. Here comes a new power. And then the old power saw that and they were shook. So what they do, they got on Twitter and said, fuck Ye. Oh, hell no. They went and offered Ye a deal. Right? It's like Black Panthers run in, they give them jobs, right? And okay, Louis Vuitton, obviously, it's like they got all the stores. It's embedded in nigga culture. I was known as the Louis Vuitton Don. So the owner, richest man in the world, Bernard Arnault, offers me a deal. He sends his son in, Alexander Arnault, and he offers me this this deal to. It's the same thing they did with Rihanna. It's like all this do a clothing line. Yeah, and so we get into negotiation, and the whole thing is you're like, oh, we're gonna get, because niggas is not really thinking, like Sway was saying, like to just go to Italy, go to China. We don't know, we don't have the access to the factories or the information readily. Like our dads are napping art, I know. Like my dad wouldn't even want me to be in rap or clothing, you know? So we're trying to figure it out. So we're thinking the best thing to do is like to be the face of a brand and then design. Like really, we're like, I want to design for Nike more than I want to design for Adidas than to be our own Nike, to be our own Adidas. Because you say, Sway be like, oh, it used to be your own Adidas. Like, how? How, Sway?
Right.
How? And he didn't have that answer. You know, that's a journey that I had to go on and gain and lose and be traumatized and go to the hospital and back to be able to be in a position. Right now, my website's still down, and I had to like really figure out how to get it back in position. All right, so back to the idea. Virgil's the idea at this point, right? So we're together every day, and I'm fighting. You know, yeah, Kanye, do you eat fish sticks? You know what I'm saying? I'm paying for the apartments where we staying at, paying for the hotels, paying for the flights. He's my assistant. You understand what I'm saying? And putting all the ideas in, you know, his laptop, and we're going to these meetings. And one time we go to this Celine fashion show back when Phoebe Philo was at Celine, and she says, this girl, Anna Della Russo, this stylist, he's standing there, you know, like a foot behind me and a foot over me, like always. And Anna Della Russo says, be careful about him, he's gonna take your place. And I'm like, Kanye West, you know, I'm just thinking, it hit me, I listen, but I say, well, let's keep working. You know, this inertia, I'm gonna get to where we need to go. So let's go to Yeezy fashion show, you know, which is a big deal because I left Nike, and Nike and Louis Vuitton was like, they're like on the same level in niggas' minds, right? So this was my return after leaving Nike. With Adidas would come out and boom, it's the biggest thing on the fucking planet. The 350, it's the first time you saw a 350. Instead of the 950, it's a lot of people's favorite Yeezy. Bernard Arnault offers me a clothing deal right after that show because it's so big. So I go to Paris. I got butterflies. I'm sitting in a room with Heron Preston and Virgil. Might have been, I don't think Matt Williams was there at the time, but Matt Williams worked for me before at Donda. And I had the meeting with Bernard Arnault. He comes in the meeting for like, it's with Michael Burke, who brought me to Fendi. And I moved to Rome right before I did Dark Fantasy, so it was like 2011, because I kept on pausing music to do clothes. Clothing is a big dream of mine, but to do it at that level, not like the way I seen it before. Like I love Fat Farm, I love all that, but we wanted to do it Ralph level. We wanted to do it Louis Vuitton. We wanted to do it Nike level. It just felt bigger. Like honestly, you know what it is.
Yeah.
So I go into this meeting. Bernardo knows that he comes for 5 minutes. I wanted to like do shit like we did in record label time. Like get on the table and play Jesus Walks or something. Like put together a presentation for him and shit. Like I worked so hard on the presentation. I meet with the head of Louis Vuitton. I'm working on the presentation with it. I'm losing sleep. I am gonna do the Louis Vuitton meeting. Oh my God, I'm doing the meeting. So then the meeting goes well. He said, yes, we're going to sign you to Louis Vuitton. We want to do the Kanye West line. So I'm like, and it's like, yo, for like a nigga to get this position. And I already got the position of like, just did Watch the Throne. Like me and Jay-Z are best friends type shit. Drake's pulling up to the show, Puff's pulling up to the show, Rihanna's pulling up to the show, Justin Bieber pulling up to the show, So Jim Moore, the head of GQ at the time, pulling up the show. So it's about to be like for the king, I'm the king. Like Anna Wintour, like he's the king. I'm now I'm making a partnership where I'm gonna be able to bring back another level of product enjoyment and entertainment from my kingdom. This is my kingdom. Culture is my kingdom, meaning like before there was a Travis, Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick, this, that, me, Ye, Dark Fantasy too, but I was gonna say Graduation. I was all those things, including a Lil Wayne verse on my album type shit. You know what I'm saying? Including, exactly. You know what I mean? So some of y'all always feel like Don Toliver and T-Pain, it's like things that remind me that it reminds me of energy. Shout out to Soulja Boy, he just came in my brain for a second. Like Soulja Boy is like the top, if not the most important person in rap ever. Like at least like top 5 most important people in hip hop. Period. Like
Soulja Boy.
This shit right here, YouTube, internet, blah blah like that.
Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy, they always leave him out.
Exactly. Well, I want niggas to mention Ye in Super Bowls. We gotta mention Soulja Boy. Everybody mention Soulja Boy. So back to think about Migos, Soulja Boy. Type shit. You can just
everybody came from Soulja Boy.
You gotta just.
They were sleeping at his house.
I like how will.i.am say, yo, there's certain people where if this person wasn't here, there'd be like 10 other people that wouldn't be there.
Yes.
There's like Trav because there's a Ye, Drake, you know what I mean? And then it's funny you get these combinations. You get with Drake, it's like Wayne and me. You know what I'm saying? Because he's inspired by that. With Cardi, it's me and Rocky. You know, so you got a couple of these. Both of people have to get equal credit on these things. So that fucking Don Toliver song won't leave. I'm gonna have him just play a little bit, but station identification breakation.
Yeah, we ain't do the professional setup. Just real raw. We going off the MacBook, so bear with us. They like the quality. Like, hey,
nigga, okay. You don't like the quality then, nigga? You don't like how about this quality?